Think love's all about heart eyes and mushy feelings. Wrong. If Machiavelli were scrolling through your dating app, he'd be laughing his head off. In his world, power's the real game, and some women play it like pros. Welcome to today's video where we're spilling the beans on 6 sneaky rules women use to control, outsmart, and keep men on their toes, not with drama, but with silence, charm, a pinch of jealousy, and the art of ghosting just right. Are you running the show, or just a pawn in her chess game? By the end, you'll spot these moves from a mile away and know how to flip the script. Buckle up, this is going to be a wild ride. Before we dive into the juicy stuff, let's talk about Niccolò Machiavelli. This 16th century Italian was the OG of power plays, writing The Prince, a no-BS guide to winning at life. His big idea: people are wired for self-interest, and if you want to come out on top, you gotta read their moves and outsmart them. He didn't tweet about Tinder or breakups, but his principles are pure gold for decoding modern relationships. Love's not just about butterflies, it's about strategy, leverage, and sometimes a straight-up power grab. Women, often underestimated, can run circles around guys with these tactics, and most dudes don't even see it coming. These 6 rules we're about to unpack aren't about being cruel, they're about human nature, plain and simple. So let's kick things off with the first move in this chess game. Rule 1: emotional leverage. A savvy woman doesn't chase your love, she makes you chase hers. She dangles just enough affection to hook you, then pulls back to keep you scrambling. It's like an emotional slot machine. You keep pulling the lever, hoping for the jackpot. Here's how it goes. She's all sweet texts and flirty vibes for a few days, got you feeling like you're on top of the world. Then boom, she goes cold. No replies, no heart emojis. Your brain's like, what the heck did I do? You double text, plan a fancy date, maybe even send flowers. That's her plan working. You're chasing her approval like it's your full-time job. Picture this. She's super warm when you take her to that new rooftop bar, but icy when you're slammed with work. So you start rearranging your schedule just to get that smile back. Sound familiar? She's not just moody, she's running the show. Pro tip: if her affection feels like a reward for good behavior, hit pause. Don't go all in when she pulls back. Match her vibe, keep your cool, and focus on your own life. You're not her puppy, you're a player in this game. All right, ready for a move that's even slicker. Let's talk about the power of silence. Rule 2: strategic absence. When she goes quiet, it's not her blowing you off, it's a calculated power move. By ghosting just a bit, she cranks up the tension, making you second-guess yourself and chase harder. Here's the deal: absence makes the heart go nuts. When she stops texting or acts distant, your brain's like, did I screw this up? Is she done with me? That doubt pushes you to step up your game. More texts, more effort, more her. Imagine this: she ignores your calls for a day, then slides back with a breezy, sorry, been super busy. You're so relieved you're practically throwing rose petals at her feet, promising to be more attentive so she doesn't vanish again. She's got you right where she wants you. Real talk, I bet you've been there staring at your phone wondering why she's not replying. That's her flipping the power switch. How do you counter? Don't freak out when she goes silent. Hit the gym, hang with your boys, crush it at work. If she's playing chess, don't be her pawn, make her come to you. Ever been left on red and lost it? Let's see how she keeps you scrambling with the next move. Rule 3: competing for attention. She makes you fight for her focus against her job, her squad, or maybe another guy. This keeps you in audition mode, always trying to prove you're worth her time. When you are jumping through hoops to get her attention, she's already won. By acting busy or distracted, she turns her time into a shiny trophy you're desperate to win. It's like you're on American Idol and she's the judge holding the golden ticket. Example, she drops a line about some hilarious guy friend who's always texting her, or she's glued to her phone while you're chilling together. Suddenly you're planning epic dates or cracking better jokes to outshine the competition. She's the prize and you're the contestant. Or maybe she's swamped with work or girls' nights, so you go overboard to impress her with your effort. Newsflash. You're not her boyfriend, you're her performer. Don't take the bait. If she's too busy, match her energy. Focus on your own grind, your career, your hobbies. A real connection doesn't make you beg for a front row seat. Ever felt like you're auditioning for her? Let's move to a tactic that's straight up mind control. Rule 4, reward and withdrawal. She rewards what she likes with affection and freezes you out when you step out of line. This isn't love. It's like she's training a dog with treats and timeouts. Think about it. She showers you with compliments when you do what she wants, but goes ice cold when you don't. Over time, you're molded to fit her playbook without even noticing. For example, you take her to a fancy dinner, and she's all smiles, calling you the best. But when you disagree with her or skip a date, she's distant, barely replying. You start avoiding arguments just to keep her happy. She's literally shaping your behavior. Here's another one. You cancel plans with your buddies because she lights up when you prioritize her. That's not love, it's conditioning. Spot the pattern. If her affection hinges on you playing by her rules, set some boundaries. Be yourself, not her puppet. Real respect doesn't come with strings attached. Are you being trained without knowing it? Let's check out a move that's all about deception. Rule 5, controlled vulnerability. She shows just enough vulnerability to make you drop your guard, but it's not intimacy, it's a test. She's watching your every move. By acting fragile, she pulls you in, making you feel like her protector. But she's in the driver's seat, using your openness to scope out your weaknesses while keeping hers locked tight. Picture this. She shares a sad story about a rough childhood or a bad ex. You feel closer, so you spill your own insecurities. But later in a fight, she throws those vulnerabilities back in your face. Her openness was a trap to gain leverage. Or maybe she cries about a bad day, and you rush to comfort her, sharing your own struggles to connect. She stays guarded, taking mental notes. You think it's bonding, she's running a background check. Here's the play. If her vulnerability feels like a performance, don't overshare. Only open up as much as you're comfortable with and watch if her heart-to-heart turns into ammunition. Ever had someone's weakness feel like a setup? Let's hit the final move where the real power shift goes down. Rule 6, power reversal. The more you try to lead, the more she lets you think you're in charge until you're too deep. Then she flips the script, and suddenly you're the one following her lead. She plays the perfect partner to stroke your ego, letting you feel like the boss. But once you're emotionally hooked, she shifts the game, making you chase her approval. It's a slow, sneaky power grab. Here's how it looks. She agrees with your plans, laughs at your jokes, seems like a dream. You're thinking, I'm killing it. But months later, you're the one compromising, waiting for her texts, bending to her schedule. She's running the show, and you didn't even clock it. Another scenario. You suggest a date, and she's all, whatever you want, babe. But soon you're canceling your plans to fit hers, checking in to keep her happy. She's flipped the table, she's the boss now. Don't fall for the flattery. Stay grounded in your own goals and values. If she's steering the ship, take a step back and reset the vibe. You're not her sidekick. You're your own man. Ever thought you were calling the shots? Only to realize you're dancing to her tune. Machiavelli's rules aren't about romance. They're about power. These 6 moves, emotional leverage, strategic absence, competing for attention, reward and withdrawal, controlled vulnerability and power reversal, show how women can quietly run the show in relationships. Every smile, every silence is a play in the game. This isn't about shading women, it's about getting real about human nature. Guys and girls both play these games consciously or not. The difference: awareness. Once you see these tactics, you can choose how to respond, not just react. Love's a battlefield, my friends. The question is, are you a player or a pawn? If you've ever felt played in the love game, it's not your fault, but it's on you to wise up. Hit that subscribe button to dive deeper into the hidden rules of love power and human nature. Tap the bell so you don't miss our next breakdown. Drop a comment. Which of these rules have you seen in action, or share a time you felt the power shift? Let's talk about it. Until next time, stay sharp, stay strategic, and keep running your own game.